Overprotective parents, otherwise known as kiasu parents in our local context. Many parents claim that they are not part of this community, while others gladly accept their nature as kiasu parents. Is this something that we, as a society, should accept? In Singapore, the term kiasu is commonly used and is used when referring to the fear of losing out. Similarly, kiasu parents do not want their children to lose out on any aspect of their life, be it education or sports. Overprotective parents even take one step further and ensure that their children do not face any troubles in their lives. We find the prevalence of overprotective parents and kiasu parents worrying, and in this documentary, we'll delve deeper into the underlying reasons why it is present in our society.
So, how exactly did overprotective parenting come about in Singapore? There are three main reasons that led to it being such a prominent social issue. Now, we'll look at those three reasons.
Firstly, parents, being parents, tend to be very forward-thinking when it comes to their children. They wish for them to have a good life with a stable job and tend to guide their children towards this path, especially in terms of education and development. Overprotective parents tend to shield their children from any hardships or difficulties they may face. As you can see, we have a student right here. And here comes the overprotective parent, shielding him from anything that we try to throw onto the child. Secondly, many Singaporeans have a kiasu mindset, which makes them unwilling to lose out to others. Due to this, many parents use their resources to ensure that their child outperforms others, mostly through online forums like kiasuparents.com, which is a gathering of many parents for the discussion of tests and subsequent results. Thirdly, Singapore's education system promotes competition by itself. Though it's commonly said that every school is a good school, some schools are perceived to be better than others due to factors such as PSLE scores, for example. Due to these differences in standards, parents and students alike wish to excel and get into these so-called better schools.
Okay, so do you feel that your parents are overprotective or kiasu?
Yes, I do feel my parents were a bit overprotective, such as when I was in primary school, my parents were very against boy-girl relationships, to the point where they completely disapproved of me interacting with the opposite gender. This did affect my childhood in primary school, and I didn't really manage to make as many friends as I hoped I would, and it kind of affected the way I interact with others when I grow up.
Do you feel that your parents have very high expectations of you?
I feel they do, as I have an elder sibling who's very overachieving, and I feel that they will want me to reach her standard, although I know that it's unrealistic.
Hey, what is your stand on overprotective parenting?
I feel that they should let the child be more creative and let them do what they want to do. And I think by doing this, by not allowing them to be themselves, they're actually making them very rebellious against them and making them do a lot of vices because they need a break from all the things that a lot of the pressures that they give them. So yeah.
Now, why is it important that this issue be looked at right away? Why shouldn't we just leave it and accept it as part of our culture? Here's why. Firstly, overprotective parents shield their children from difficulties and hardships in order for them to have a seamless journey towards success. This means that these children will experience easy lives without having to deal with the problems a normal child would. This will lead to them developing a sense of entitlement, which will carry into their adulthood. Think, would you like a future for Singapore where many people are self-entitled and overly dependent on others? I'm sure the answer is no. As such, this problem needs to be nipped in the bud before it can leave long-term negative impacts. Secondly, kiasu parents would generate unnecessary stress for their children. By being kiasu and setting goals for their children, parents would inevitably cause them to feel more stress. Kiasu parents would push their children to perform well and achieve the results that the parents themselves actually want. Due to the already intense competition between parents, there will be similar competition between students to perform, and the stress and fear of underperforming would definitely have negative impacts on the children involved. Once again, it is evident that this issue is serious and should be dealt with immediately.
In order to solve this problem, solutions will be needed. As such, we would like to propose a few solutions that we think will help counteract this problem. Firstly, we could help to educate the public, especially parents, on the severity of this issue and the negative impacts it brings about. By doing so, overprotective parents may come to realize that their actions are actually doing more harm than good, and may actually change for the better. On the other hand, parents who currently do not display such behavior would be discouraged from it upon realizing how it may negatively impact their children. Secondly, the government could also play a part by restricting access to online forums such as kiasuparents.com. By doing so, parents will have one less means by which they can compare results and be kiasu, and they would be less likely to place stress on their children due to the lack of competition, which previously originated from such online communities.
In conclusion, we believe that kiasu parents and overprotective parents are not helpful and are instead helpful, as they bring about negative impacts on their children. These come about in the form of placing unnecessary stress on them and cultivating a fear of underperforming. We hope that through this documentary, we have convinced you that it is indeed a serious issue, and that you will join us in the fight against overprotective parenting.